नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासु सहनावतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। Shubhodayam, good morning. We all probe into this universe, right? All the knowledge that we have accumulated, whatever we study, we learn. Why do we do that? We want to have better understanding of life, better understanding of the universe around. For that, the tool that we use is question, right? We put a question to ourselves and then we seek an answer to that. In the process, we gain knowledge. Albert Einstein had a question: what is time and space? As a physicist, he explored the universe. He had a question in his mind. What was that question? What is time and space? So he pondered deep on that. So he explored and he came up with his theory of relativity. అసాపేక్ష సిద్ధాంతాన్ని ఆ విధంగా కనుక్కున్నాడు. There are so many scientists like that who put questions and then sought answers and they got the answers. Like that philosophers. Gautama Buddha, he had a question in his mind. What was that? Why there is suffering in the world? What is the root cause of that suffering? ప్రపంచంలో దుఃఖం ఎందుకుంది? ఆ దుఃఖం ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది? He wanted to explore. He had an answer. He found out that it's a desire which brings misery to people. And then when you conquer Trishna or desire, you will be in nirvana, the highest state of bliss. We all know Gautama Buddha's life, the kind of experiment that he has made. When he was a 24-year-old man, when he was born, his father actually called astrologers to predict the future of the boy. పుట్టిన వెంటనే జాతకర్మలు చేయించాడు తండ్రి. చేయించి నా భవిష్యత్తులో నా బిడ్డ ఏమవబోతున్నాడు, what would become of my child, what he would become. Astrologers, they predicted that if this boy comes to see the suffering in the world, he will leave the palace. He will become a sannyasi in that. So the Shuddhodana was terribly afraid. So what he did, he never allowed his son to see any miserable situation of the world. All the best possible comfort and luxury that was available on the day, he made it available to his son inside the four walls of the palace. Dancing, singing, best food, best clothes, best ornaments, everything. Okay? Because after all, he was a king. So, Buddha thought that the kind of comfort, luxury, joy that he was enjoying, everybody around also was enjoying the same. Because he never set out of the palace to see the world around. One day he had this desire. So he calls his charioteer Channa. Channa, today let us go out and see. I want to see the city. So he called, the Channa came with the chariot, Ratha, and then he got into the Ratha charioteer, and then he went across the city. What was the first scene that we had seen? The first scene was a few people were carrying a dead body. That was the first scene Buddha had seen. And then they were weeping around the body. And then he asked his charioteer, Channa, why are they weeping? Some of their relatives passed away. They are carrying the body to the cremation ground. That's why they are weeping. So, passed away? What it means to pass away? People will die. Everybody has to die. Will I die? He asks. 24-year young man innocently asks, will I die? Oh, the charioteer said, why not, prince? Definitely. One day we'll have to quit the world. Then Buddha said that world is not just, walking on the roses. Okay, there is suffering. First scene of suffering he had seen. Then he moved little forward. There he had encountered another scene. What was that scene? Old man was walking with a bent body. Okay, he was almost about to fall, drooping. And then I asked him why the person is bent like that. He said he has become old, his backbone is not supporting him. That's why he has become hunchback now. And then they say, will I become old? Yes, prince, definitely you will also become old. Your body also will get deformed after some time, for sure. And then he moves a little forward. There he sees a person suffering from leprosy. His fingers were, curled like that. So why his fingers are curled like that? What happened to his fingers? Say he is suffering from leprosy. Pushtu. And then says, will I suffer like that? Yes, everybody will get some disease in old age. If not leprosy, something else, something other will affect us. Will I suffer disease? Yes, friends, definitely. We all have to suffer disease. We all have to suffer old age. The charioteer said. And then he moved little forward. There he saw a saffron-clad man, shaven head, the begging bowl in his hand. Why that person is like that? The charioteer said actually, he has renounced the world. He is seeking the truth. Satyan Vaishno Nada Vyakti Japan. But then Buddha goes back to his palace. Then he sees everything is suffering and suffering and suffering. He wanted to find out the cause of suffering. Then he goes out, you know the story, okay? He goes out in search of truth. First he had two gurus, but he was disappointed with them. Then he started the journey on his own. He sat under the Bodhi tree, got enlightened, okay? For 6 months, 6 years he explored, and 6 months he did very serious meditation, and then he had final enlightenment. Then he comes out with the answer that there is suffering in the world, dukkha, dukkha, dukkha. There is dukkha in the world, but there is a cause for this dukkha. The cause is trishna, desire. When you conquer the desire, you will be nirvana. Buddha never spoke a word on God, never even uttered the word God. But he just talked about only this. Okay, there is suffering, there is a cause for suffering, the cause is trishna, and conquer trishna and see what happens to you. Then all your questions will get answered. Today we all have this question, why did God create this world, this kind of world? ప్రపంచం భగవంతుడు ఎందుకు ఇట్లాంటి ప్రపంచాన్ని సృష్టించాడన్న ప్రశ్న అందరికీ వస్తుంది ఎప్పుడోసారి కదా. సో దానికి సమాధానంగా ఆయన చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే, గాడ్ హ్యాజ్ నాట్ డన్ ఎనీథింగ్. హీ అఫ్ కోర్స్ నెవర్ యూజ్ ద వర్డ్ గాడ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అవర్ ఇమాజినేషన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అవర్ ప్రొజెక్షన్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అవర్ డ్రీమ్. దే సెడ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద మైండ్. ద సఫరింగ్ ఆల్సో ఇస్ ద ప్రొజెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద మైండ్. ద జాయ్ వి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో ప్రొజెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద మైండ్. యూ ఆల్ వెంట్ టు బీ ఇన్ ద ప్రొజెక్షన్. Conquer the mind. When you conquer trishna, you will is as good as you have conquered the mind. Mind cannot stay when the trishna is not there. Because there is a desire, mind exists. When there is no desire, mind doesn't exist. When mind doesn't exist, what will exist? We exist in our true nature, real nature, that is bliss, that is ananda, that is consciousness. So in Vedanta, what they ask is the greatest question that you can put to yourself, who am I? ఓకే, నేను ఎవరిని? అది అతి గొప్ప ప్రశ్న అవుతుంది మనకి. ది గ్రేటెస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ దట్ యూ కెన్ ఎవర్ ఆస్క్ అండ్ సీక్ ఆన్సర్ టు దట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్ హూ యామ్ ఐ. హ్యావ్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ. యూ మే నాట్ ఎగ్జర్ట్ యువర్ అట్మోస్ట్ టు నో ది ఆన్సర్, బట్ అట్లీస్ట్ హ్యావ్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్. ఈ మనసులో ఈ ప్రశ్న పెట్టుకోండి, నేను ఎవరిని, నా నిజ స్వరూపం ఇది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, దిస్ ప్రేయర్ బుక్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ మై హ్యాండ్స్. ఓకే, if I say this prayer book is mine, you will agree with me, okay? This is Swamiji's book, this is my book. But if I say that I am this prayer book, నేనే ఈ పుస్తకం అన్నా అనుకోండి, ఏమంటారు మీరు అప్పుడు? సంథింగ్, స్వామీజీ has gone crazy, we have to send him to ఎర్రగడ్డ అంటారా లేదా? సో we are doing the same thing. When I say that, when you say that I have the body, you are all right. I have the mind, it's okay. But when you say that I am the body, I am the mind, we are all actually, okay, we have to be there. We are using the same language. You are not the body, you are not the mind. You have the body, you have the mind. నా శరీరం అంటాం, నా మనస్సు అంటాం. నువ్వు మనస్సు కాదు, శరీరం కాదని మన భాష చెప్తాను. యు ఆర్ సంథింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ దీస్ టూ. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో వాట్ ఈస్ దాట్? యూ ఫైండ్ అవుట్. సో వాట్ దట్ ఐ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ రిఫర్స్ టు, నేను 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 అంటాం. ఆ నేను దేన్ని సూచిస్తుంది? శరీరాన్న? కాదు, నా శరీరం అంటావు. శరీరానికి భిన్నంగా నువ్వు ఉన్నావు. నా మనసు అంటావు, మనసుకు భిన్నంగా నువ్వు ఉన్నావు. ఆ నేను నా ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది? దాని సోర్స్ కనుక్కుంటే బాస్, యు ఆర్ బ్లెస్డ్ అవుట్. యు ఆర్ గాడ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద మిస్టరీ. ట్రై ఫైండ్ అవుట్. ఒక రోజులో జరిగేది కాదు అది, బట్ అట్లీస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ, నైస్ డే.